right. Let's get 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 right. You already know what it is, man. It's your boy Deala T. And this is No Filters. Always appreciate you hitting that like button for me. Subscribing to the channel so you don't miss an episode and sharing this with the world. And of course, family, when you come in, get comfortable. Get you something to eat. Get you something to drink. Get you something to smoke if that's what you do. Because you see the title, fam. Ain't gonna stop, won't stop. Let's get into this here.
I was like, that ain't got nothing to do with it. But they was like, oh no, that could be considered evidence. I'm like, are you kidding me? It's a still be public information. We should still be able to see what happened. That's not like we about to go see the murder weapon. All four of them got active immediately. Yeah, see, and that's crazy. So all four of them was sitting there, woofing and talking and clapping and all that. No, there's no way that they messed up.
What's up, Candy Girl?
No way. 15, 25 seconds. And it was on the clock. So now we're continuing on with this topic dealing with Karmelo Anthony, and I'm receiving so much more that I'm going to have to dig into as far as research is concerned. But in this particular video, I'm going to show you something. One of the guys that were in the news conference that was talking about the video that they saw and how that video is totally different from the video that they displayed inside the courtroom. This guy actually went down there to the school to go check out the video himself. He went by the name of T-Shirts, and I may even play a clip right here so you can see what I'm talking about, that he was one of the people that were at the press conference giving his take about what he saw. So he actually had an interview with T-Shirts, and I'm getting ready to play that for you right now. All right, so here it is. This is the interview that he did with Freezy, and T-Shirts is the one that's on the right, like right below me. So you're going to see and hear exactly what was done and how it went. You're going to hear the flow of everything and what he had to go through in order to see the video. Now, keep in mind, he saw the video last year. He was not the only one to see the video, but he saw it last year, along with other people. I really want people to understand that you have to pay attention to detail of what this gentleman is saying. I actually didn't believe these people at first. I thought they were making up lies. And then I thought about it. Well, what's the reason why they would lie about something so critical? And I gave him a chance. But as you can see in my first video, when he was talking especially, I was turning my nose up like, something ain't right. This seems scripted. Like, I didn't want to believe it at first until it went on further. Like, if you watch the first video where I covered this, you'll see. But anyway, let's get into his take. Let's see what he says now.
T-Shirts. Shout out to T-Shirts in the building, man. T-Shirts, first off, I'd like to just say thank you for gracing this platform and allowing us to have your presence, bro. Thank you, bro.
It's to be here.
Yeah.
It sounds like he has some feedback too in his background, so you guys want to hear some of that.
A lot of people, especially white people, and the black coons and the house ninjas. You know what I'm talking about.
Right on.
They say this story sounds unbelievable. They don't believe you guys actually seen an actual video. They believe you guys are lying.
At first I did.
Now,
I admit
it. Noticed on the interview that you gave, you didn't really go into great detail. I want to use this as an opportunity for you to actually go into detail about what you've seen on that video. Could you please first tell us what even motivated you to go actually watch the video? Were you talking to somebody? Was it just you didn't like how they was doing, how they were doing Karmelo at the time? What motivated you? How did you even find out about the video, and what motivated you to go down there and sign off to go see it?
Well, how I found out by seeing the video, there's a advocate by the name of Tiffany Williams.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Tiffany.
Okay. Shout out to Tiffany. So she was the one. She was also in that press conference. Big time about you can sign a PR request, I believe it was called, because a FOIA request, I believe it was actual federal, but same difference, right? You sign off or fill out the form, go up there and check out the video. So that's how I found out about going to see the video. What actually motivated me to see the video is I have a son who's also 25. When I say 25, the class is 2025. So he was Karmelo's class, right? And I also played a referee in the Dallas area, so I'm still involved, right? And it was just a tragedy, just a tragedy. So once I heard that, sitting down in Florida at an Airbnb, the day it happened, I'm sitting down in Arizona, Florida, Airbnb. I get back to Dallas, find out you can actually go see the video. So I went to see the video for myself to find out, was the kid on some BS, or was the kid, protecting himself? Yeah.
So you really wanted to see if the kid deserved, what he was potentially
Punishment that was inflicted upon him.
or if he actually was telling the truth about self-defense. You wanted to see for yourself as a man.
Absolutely, that was it. They also trying to say that he didn't say himself when he did. I'm not allowed. I don't know why somebody would lie. If the kid did it, lock his ass up. If the kid is protecting himself, he shouldn't do a day. He shouldn't do a day inside. I agree.
So before you actually give a detailed description of what you saw in the video, from what you saw in the video, do you think he deserves to be locked up? Do you think he even deserves to be found guilty of anything?
No disrespect, brother. No disrespect. There was an intro to Eazy-E song where the reporter was like, "So Easy, why do you cuss?" He was like, "I wouldn't get my point across. So excuse me if a word or two come out, but hell no, hell no."
How we do this, T-Sturdy? Start from the beginning on you actually driving up or going to Frisco ISD, and after you got out of your vehicle, when you went inside, what was the procedure in order to see this video from the beginning?
Okay, so the process was you get to the ISD. It's locked down. So you hit the intercom button, and they you tell them your order of business. So my name is Tony Sterling here to see that video. They buzz you in. You go in, check in with the receptionist. She takes your ID just like you do it. I don't know. People out here got kids at school. They take your ID and they give you that little checking you in with your photo on there, with your name, and put you in the in the system or whatever, let you know that you're here or been here. My new book is here, The Quiet Blueprint of Wealth. It's a masterclass that teaches exactly what the title implies. Grab your physical copies on Amazon Prime or anywhere else books are sold, or download the ebook version exclusively at DaneMakeYouThink.com.
After you did all of that, after you gave your name and your ID and they buzzed you in, after you made it in, were there any instructions or who met you at the door?
Well, the instructions was, I forget the lady's name. A lot of people on TikTok know these ladies' name, but I forget the lady's name. She was I want to say like Middle Eastern descent. That was the receptionist. So she was like, "Okay, we got you in. You go have a seat in the lobby." And I believe her name was Michelle, and that was the person who gave, who actually ran the video for you to see. So that she was like, "Go have a seat in the lobby. Michelle will be down and take you upstairs to go view the video."
You had to wait.
He's not the only one that said the name Michelle was the person that showed the video. Yeah, I did. I believe I sat there for about maybe 15 minutes. It was a nice little wait. I sat there for maybe 10, 15 minutes. At the time, I thought I was the only person viewing the video. But I noticed on the side that I was sitting, it was just a gentleman sitting there. And on the other side of the lobby, there was a female sitting there. So as I was sitting there, the gentleman was waiting to actually serve papers because I'm ear hustling. As I was ear hustling, I found out he was actually there to serve like subpoena papers.
To who? Really?
Yes, sir.
So you waited for about 15 minutes.
Hey, Freeze, you should have asked him.
to go to see the video?
That's when Michelle called me and the other lady who was sitting on the other side up to the locked door there at the foyer to go jump on the elevator and go upstairs and start viewing the video.
So y'all had to go up an elevator, and what floor was it on that y'all got off on to see the video?
It was like the second or third, could have been the fourth, but I just know we got on the elevator and went up 2 or 3 flights to go check out that video. Keep in mind, he saw it last year.
Saying this in detail is because this is our first time hearing, like, sitting down in the lobby. I think it is, and going up an elevator or whatever. If the
details leading up to seeing the video.
Forgive me, I just, this is my first time really hearing this. So you went up an elevator. This is what you mean by this video was on lockdown. I mean, y'all had to be buzzed in. Yeah,
it's true. It was on lockdown.
Yeah, you had to go. Somebody had to lead you up the elevator. Go up the elevator by 2 or 3 flights, and boom. When you got off the elevator, then what?
Then we walked down the hallway.
Real quick, you in here with your boy Deala T, my fam, and this is No Filters. Hit that like button, double tap that screen, become a member today. We're here to save your life. Check this out. Don't forget, you see the super chat. You see the cash app. It's all love, it's all support. Let me tell you something, man. Right now, we talking to a guy by the name of T-Sturdy. He is a retired referee, and he's seen the tape, the real footage of the tape of Karmelo Anthony's situation with Austin Metcalf passing at the track meet. Now, he's seen the tape when it was available last year. Because remind you, this happened last year, okay? So he's seeing the tape. Now, the reason why it's important that we're watching this man talk about his experience is because people continuously think that the tape that was given was right. People also think that the picture of Karmelo with no scratches was right as well. That's wrong. The reason why we're listening to this man interview tonight is because this is the true story of what really happened. And for anybody in here not understanding and agreeing with that, you can go on and kick rocks. Nobody's holding you. Nobody's making you. Nobody's telling you to stay here. But it's a reason why I need to tell you this is the true living story that happened. And like I said again, why did they not put this footage out? Why did they not show the picture of Karmelo Anthony from the incident? Now, I know the news is used to showing good pictures and regular pictures. So that's one reason why I felt like they didn't show the pictures of him being assaulted, right? But hit that like button, double tap that screen. This right here is going to nip it in the bud for those that continuously act like Karmelo was not in self-defense. This is going to nip it in the bud for those that continue to be racist about how they feel about black people and how they feel about Karmelo in this situation. This is also going to nip it in the bud for those people that feel like the trial was due process and everything was done correctly. Because like I said, when you tell the truth, you don't have to lie about other things. When it's truth, you don't have to fabricate other things. When it's truth, all you have to do is show the truth in its entirety, in its rare form, from start A to point B. There's no reason to hold the tape, fabricate, and you know what they did? They fabricated the tape so well that they literally was zooming in. They literally was using stuff to zoom in. They zoomed in on a camera angle from a tape and tried to fabricate it, and then sat around and try to use a picture and remove scars. I mean, come on, fam. The reason why I'm saying this is that, again, like I said, if it's truth, there's no reason you have to fabricate, dapper, tamper, do anything to the truth. Let's go.
I believe we made a left into an office. The office had a little sitting area. It was like a couch on one side of the wall, and the wall that you walked in, there was another little couch and like an intake. On the opposite wall, there was another receptionist desk. So in that room, there were also two adjacent rooms. There were conference rooms with conference table. Well, one was an office. The room that we went into was had a conference table. So there was a conference table, and that's the room that we actually went into to view the video. But prior to viewing that video, we was instructed to take everything out of our pockets, phones, keys, wallets. So all my belongings went on top of that receptionist desk. Okay. And the other lady, quote unquote, put her belongings on that intake. So as we walk into the...
So hold up, this man is explaining every step by step of having go to the school, sign up, sit down, get on the elevator, go up about 3 flights, get off, put your cell phone and all of your belongings into something for you to be able to just to go view a videotaping of kids at a track meet and the passing of Austin Metcalf. Now be honest, fam. Press 1 if you think that's a lie. Press 2 if you don't. But please press 1 if you think all of that just to look at a public tape that normally is viewed publicly in any other circumstance. If you agree that 1, that's doing too much, and if you know, number 2, that ain't right, press 2. I'm just trying to see who in here so I can understand. Because this man had to literally give up everything he got just to go look at a tape. Think about it, man. Just to go look at a tape. Now, Thunder says, I heard that they offered Anthony 10 years in prison, but the defense turned it down. Right. Now think about that. This goes back to the defense attorney being crooked. Because the defense attorney didn't call nobody to the stand for a witness. Everything that was spoken about, the judge literally overruled. And the man never even showed any actual fight for some child that's facing 35 years. Think about that, man. This is a kid that's facing 35 years. So if you at a school and you turning in your cell phone, your wallet, your keys, your whole life just to look at a videotape, y'all don't think that's janky? I mean, even if you against black people or even if you against any other race, you don't think that's weird? Think about it. If your child, something happened to you and your child, don't you want the tape to be put out publicly so everybody can see the truth or the death or the false? Why we gotta go register like we finna go vote? Why we gotta go turn in our stuff like we finna go to court? Come on, man. Think about that. What's the point of that? So, again, Paul Menger saying he killed a kid. You really want to know the story. And then Joey Cotton says you have no understanding of the truth. Joey, you don't know the truth. And the good part about the difference between me and you, Joey, I'm actually digging up the truth. You understand? And anytime the truth is the truth, nothing should be false. Anytime the truth is the truth, nothing should be false. You have white people seeing the true story of what really happened, the real footage. Again, there was tainted footage that was put out by the media, by the police department. And then there was footage that the school withheld so people could come view it themselves. The problem is somebody told them don't put the footage out publicly. So this is not me playing the race card at all. This is me explaining what really happened. And again, if we know what really happened, then we're looking at Karmelo getting a manslaughter case, a self-defense ruling, instead of a murder ruling. Let me say that again. If we're looking at the true facts of what really happened, without nothing being tainted, withheld, and if it was a fair trial, then Karmelo would have been looking at self-defense manslaughter for his timing being incarcerated. I'm not saying somebody should be free for something they did, but if he didn't unalive them, and if the true story of what happened in the video, see, that's what I keep telling you. There is a videotape that shows everything that happened, you stupid people. See, please don't be in here and be stupid. You too grown to be stupid. If you over 40 years old, don't be stupid. Let me tell you your stupid ass something if you being stupid, okay? Grown ass people, listen to me. Be smart. If a school held a video footage tape of what really happened, and you have to register and give up your wallet, your phone, and everything else just to look at a damn tape, don't your stupid ass think something is being withheld? Right Foot General says if there was a video, it needs to be shown. It would have been shown by now. Yes, Right Foot General, there is a video. And the video is at the school where you have to register to see it. Please don't say again, if there's a video, it needs to be shown. It would have been shown. It's been a damn year. You and I can go see the tape at the school. Yes, Joe Jack, 3340, Joe Jack. So the school is hiding the video. The school has been holding on to the video. They're not hiding it. They were told not to release it to the public by the judge, by the police. Are you understanding me? The real video footage tape that shows everything that happened, this man seen it with his eyes. There are multiple witnesses that went to the school, registered, signed up, and seen the video. Okay? So I'm also trying to get you to understand. Stop saying if there's a video. There is a video. There's no if. There is a video. The video was not released to the public like it needs to be usually. So the video that was given to the jury was tainted. It was zoomed in, it was used, and it was shown not in the interest of Karmelo Anthony, nor in the interest of what happened, but for the adults, for the grown-ups that seen and registered with the school. They went to see the video. The video shows what this man is about to tell you out of his mouth. All right? Shadow ban. We've seen the video. I'm speaking on it. And I'm showing you who else seen the video. Let's go.
Office, they have, I wonder why he said that. Statements to fill out, you know what I'm saying? Or whatever else said, there were copies on TikTok.
Y'all had to sign NDAs?
Yes.
Why?
Yes, we had to sign.
Okay. Now check this out, Candy Girl Pink. Is you still with me, Candy Girl Pink? Did you hear what they just said? They had to sign NDAs. Now, for the people in here that's talking stuff, check this out, Candy Girl. They had to sign non-disclosure agreements. Now, make that make sense for a minute. Why we gotta sign non-disclosure agreements because we watching the tape? So that means the following. Okay, see, this is what I mean by the truth having to be tainted. Why would we have to sign non-disclosure agreements for looking at a tape? So you telling me y'all held because they got a lot to hide. Thank you, Candy Girl. Listen to me, Candy Girl. So they gonna look at the tape, hold the tape, and then instead of putting it out to the public, they tell you, you gotta register with us just to see the tape. And then when you come register with us, you have to sign a non-disclosure agreement. Do any of you stupid people know what a non-disclosure agreement is that's hating? Any of you racists out there know what a non-disclosure agreement is? Okay, so if you do smart, why would we need a non-disclosure agreement to watch a videotape? I'll wait. I want to know how smart the racist people are, and I want to know how smart you are, because I don't want to hear ignorance. I want to hear smart comments. Because if this was a young white boy in jail, you racist people would have been saying he was self-defense. Be honest. You would have been saying it was self-defense if this was a young white boy in jail. So again, we're about to see the video. And the video is about to tell you what really happened. Okay? I want to hear your mouth when you hear what really happened, because some of you white racist people. See, to all of my white people that rock with me, I rock with you. It's love. I got your back. Somebody pull up on you tripping, we gonna get on their ass. But to any of you white racist people in here, please stay and pay attention, because you finna have to pick up your face and put it back together. This is the white media, people. This is the media lying. This is white people lying. And then this is racist white people accepting whatever because they just don't like black people. Because what I tell you last night, the white situation of history has no real heritage. And because all you have in the history is slavery, a lot of white people's lives are built on that. Let me say that again. See, races have a lot of lineage in past, in history. And the only history of white people, and not all whites, but just white people, and it's not against my good white people, but the history of white people in slavery and things that's been done is all that's really been built on. So when you have older white people teaching younger white people the history, they're teaching them of what slavery was, of what the history of how things went. So you naturally can create a racist child by teaching them something of the past that was bad if you're not teaching them the correct way. So again, let's go.
Wouldn't this video be considered a public, for the public, like supposed to be, yo?
It's supposed to be. Correct. It's definitely supposed to be.
Like, I never heard of having to sign NDAs, and I don't know.
They hide the something.
In case maybe, I don't know, but like, I never heard of this. Is strange to me. It just sounds like some espionage. Like, it just sounds strange to me because do you remember Rick Child that gunned down the little black kid Cyrus?
Right.
They showed that video on mainstream media, right? We didn't have to sign up to see the Rick Child video, the surveillance video of him actually leaving out of his store, running after that kid, him and his son. We didn't have to sign off on that. To me, that's
man. We saw everybody else's video, but just
the NDA, leaving your phones with it. I'm sorry, but I just wanted to say that because that sounds strange to me, though.
I understand them not wanting people to record the NDA.
That's everybody who did the video. So,
So everybody that viewed the video had to sign an NDA. Just saying that.
Michelle notices that the lady that I'm watching did the video. That's everybody who did the video. So, as we sign that video, we hand it to Michelle. Michelle notices that the lady that I'm watching the video with, we sign the NDA. So she give it back to her, like, we please get your John Hancock on this form here. So, that's taken care of. Then at the end of the conference room, from the door, the end of the conference room, there's probably a 45-inch, maybe 52-inch, 50-inch TV up on the wall, and that's a nice video. However, the video that we're viewing is basically, the area that we're viewing on that video, on that 50-inch TV, the size that we're looking at is basically the size of these boxes. If you're on the phone, not the boxes on the laptop here, but if people have the phone, it's basically a 2-inch by 2-inch area that we have to. No, the little box. So I'm using my Android to chime in. So I don't know if people on the Androids or iPhones or whatever, but
Okay.
I also have my laptop.
I'm trying to understand what you mean by little boxes. What do you mean by that?
So I got a whole 50-inch TV, right, to watch the video. And I think I'm gonna watch the video on this 50-inch TV.
Yeah.
But when they show the video, the tip area on that video is only 2 by 2 inches. In the top left-hand corner of the TV, it's like they purposely
hit that like button, double tap that screen. Geeky, you know you love, fam. You already know you fam. You already know what it is. I'm gonna speak it regardless. Listen to this, man. Listen to this. That man saying that right now, as you looking at my screen, right? You see this big screen. You can see everything behind me on the entire screen. He's saying that when they went to watch the video, they was looking at a 55-inch screen TV, but the video was only this big inside the screen. So clearly, they literally circumcised that screen down to a certain image. So when they showed it on a big TV, they were showing a small image on a big TV. Press 1 if you understand what I'm saying. So we already understand that there has been inconsistencies all the way, right? The man had to go to a school just to register to see a tape. He get upstairs to the lobby. He got to give up his phone, his wallet, his keys, everything just to see the tape. Then he got to sign an NDA, a non-disclosure agreement that says, I'm not finna disclose this information to anybody. So now, think about it, Candy Girl Pink. Think about this, Geeky Zombie. Think about this, Geeky Zombie. Feel me right quick, Candy Girl. They finna go see the real footage of what really happened, and they got to sign a non-disclosure agreement. So that means, even after signing this agreement, they can't even say nothing to nobody about nothing. And this was a year ago. So they literally set this up. And this is what I mean by people that was in charge was wrong, biased, racist, everything. Because why do you have to sit here and literally sign a non-disclosure agreement about the truth that you finna see? That's just like celebrities got you signing non-disclosure agreements when you walk in their party because you about to see something that's going to really want to be disclosed, that needs to be disclosed. They don't want the public to know the sickness that they're doing. They don't want the public to know the ignorance that they're doing. So if you have to sign a non-disclosure agreement, that means that something we're about to see you don't want to be told to the public. And I'm so sorry that they're talking about kids' lives. We're talking about kids' lives. They did all of this about kids' lives. That's how you know this was a black and white thing. because they didn't care about kids involved. They cared about black and white. Look what they did. Look how they did it. Hit that like button, double tap that screen, family. I'm trying to explain something to you. Listen to what really happened. So now you're looking at a big screen TV, but you're looking at a little bitty image in the TV. So now he already don't even see the image correctly. It was a setup by the white racists, and everybody not racist. Let me say that again. Everybody not racist. All white people not racist. All black people not racist. Okay? But there are some racist people in here right now. Hit that like button, double tap that screen.
Purposely minimize that video.
Really?
Nah, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, the small box that y'all watched on that TV,
That's a problem.
according to Lena and according to Tyra, right? And according to, I think that was Lou.
Keep in mind, that background noise is his.
Okay.
That's not me.
The video was still clear though. It was clear enough for you to make out who was who, and it was 4K.
It was clear enough as I'm looking at you on my phone.
Really?
Wow.
It was that clear. Reporter on our goddamn local station who came out there and said that video was green. And that's what I was expecting to see when I walked in here.
Yeah, we see that on YouTube too. Those videos,
That's what I was saying.
too, where the TV reporters were saying it was grainy and blurry, you couldn't see nothing.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I was expecting.
Even the people in the courtroom said that.
But when the Zelle put that video on, it might have been clearer than the damn video that I'm looking on my phone right here. It was crystal crispy clear.
Wow. Going around telling people about you guys, the people that actually signed up to see the video, and every time I tell it, talk to other people about you guys, most people go, it's unbelievable. That's unbelievable, especially the naysayers. It's unbelievable. That can't be true. It just can't be true.
It sounds like it's two different videos.
They would have been showing that to the public.
And if that video aligned with what them people said on that stand, that video would have been out last year in 25.
Right.
That video would have been out last year, April 5th. Because it happened April 2nd, I believe.
Yeah.
That video would have been out April 5th, 2025.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. Saxo racist.
I agree. If it lined up, if the video lined up with what they were saying it was, yeah, they would have been put that video out.
I know some people say
this video right here was just 2 days ago.
You know, they ask you at what part of the video you want to start.
No, 1 day ago.
Was that the case with you?
So Michelle asked us, we had two options. We could either watch the video start at 2 minutes or 11 minutes. So, of course, I don't know who said 2 minutes. So maybe somebody came there just wanted to watch the action. But I think pretty much everybody who viewed the video started at that 11-minute mark. And that's also what we selected, was that 11-minute mark.
Okay.
And from that 11, from that 11-minute mark, she explained, please, keep your eye on the tent because, again, the viewing area of that tent is so small. If you try to look at, which we did because we had 11 minutes, if you try to look at the people running around the track or the coaches on the field or the people in the stands, you might miss it. But we did see that because we didn't realize at that time, because at that time for 9 minutes, I'm trying to go back and forth. Because I didn't want to miss it. Mm-hmm. But for 9 minutes, we see Karmelo sitting underneath that canopy at the top, basically in the back of the canopy, for 9 minutes.
Wow.
That kid was on his phone looking down. He wasn't looking up, hollering at nobody, watching no girls on the track running around, standing up, doing some little TikTok there. He wasn't doing none of that. He was sitting down with his foot back in between his legs and his head in that damn phone for 9 minutes.
For the audience, I want y'all to know, up until this point, everything he's saying is pretty much the same thing
as everybody else
said on my show. Go ahead, T-Shirt.
Everybody else's story saying the same thing.
Go back to that crystal clear.
But yeah, they were trying to say that he wasn't in there.
Because I didn't know when the action was going to jump off. But I kind of felt, since she gave us 2 minutes, I at least had, 4 or 5 minutes to look around. And in those 4 or 5 minutes, I could see umbrellas in the stand. I could see raindrops on the damn track. I could see birds flying. I could see coaches on the field. I could see, people still out there trying to warm up in a little drizzle. It was crystal damn clear. Now, I played ball. I played ball way back in the day when we used to watch film on 8mm film. So I know where grainy is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was expecting to see, some more grainy ass shit. We used to have to watch film on 8mm films.
You know the difference between grainy and what really clear is.
Hold on. We getting off subject. Hit that like button, double tap that screen. We getting off subject. Let me explain something. Geeky is not disrespecting anything. What Geeky was telling was what Geeky is saying is she's explaining that her being white, she knows she don't have nothing to worry about. That's what she's saying. She's not saying like she white supremacist and she ain't got to worry about nothing and everything good. She white. No. She is saying, I'm white. I don't have to worry about things in the store. I'm white. When I get pulled over, I don't really have to trip off this, and everything else other people have to trip off of. That's what she's saying. She's saying that's a real thing. She don't have to trip off that. Okay, so I want y'all to hear what she's saying. She's not saying what you making it seem like as if she's a white supremacist. No, she's not that. She's saying she don't have to worry about stuff. So she's just kind of letting you know that she don't have to trip off those things, and that's messed up. That's what she's saying is messed up. Because I'm giving you this video because I want you to understand that everything that had to go along in this cover-up, how much had to go on in this cover-up. And then he just pointed out, while y'all worried about what Geeky is saying, you're missing what really happened. Because I don't want anybody in here to miss what really happened. He's telling you that the lady's saying at the 11-minute mark, pay attention. Because the video is on a big screen, but you're only looking at this little bitty box. And everything is going on in this little bitty box of the video that they put on the screen. This man is saying this man is saying that he had to make sure he paid attention to that box and everything in the video because you have so much going on that whoever edited this video did this on purpose. Okay? They took a video this big and made it this small. So now the people that's coming to view it has to cram everything up into this video and look at this space to make sure they catch everything that happened. I'm finna rewind what he's saying. He's telling you Karmelo Anthony was sitting down by himself looking at his phone, messing with no one.
Definitely. At that time, we're
To this point, everything he's saying is pretty much the same thing
as everybody else
said on my show. Go ahead, T-Shirt.
Everybody else's story saying the same thing.
Go back to that crystal clear.
But yeah, they were trying to say that he wasn't in there.
Because I didn't know when the action was going to jump off. But I kind of felt, since she gave us 2 minutes, I at least had, 4 or 5 minutes to look around. And in those 4 or 5 minutes, I could see umbrellas in. I could see raindrops on the damn track. I could see birds flying. I could see coaches on the field. I could see, people still out there trying to warm up in a little drizzle. It was crystal damn clear. Now, I played ball. I played ball way back in the day when we used to watch film on 8mm film. So I know where grainy is.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I was expecting to see, some more grainy ass shit. We used to have to watch film on 8mm films.
You know the difference between grainy and what really clear is.
Definitely. At that time. You know, we're sitting there watching Karmelo, sitting there watching, some kids walk in. We thinking this is it. But then we noticed a group walk in. And
you heard that?
Anybody is about that, right?
Anybody about that?
So here it goes. Because you can watch somebody and see their demeanor. See their distance.
Listen to him. He said Karmelo's sitting there chilling. Kids walking by, people walking by, things are going on. This man is still sitting there for about 9 minutes chilling. And yeah, we still on this Karmelo Anthony case. Why? Because it needs to be said. It needs to be said. Lies have been put out. It's making people like him as a kid be put out there badly, and everything about him is being discredited. So yes, we need to be talking about it. This man, Karmelo Anthony, was sitting there for about 9 minutes doing nothing to nobody but looking at his phone. People was walking by. People was coming in. People was doing whatever. He still was sitting there doing nothing. And then he said, all of a sudden, you see a group of people walk in. And he is saying, if you know, you know. If you at a public place and you see a group of people's demeanor walk in, and their demeanor looks like they look entitled, or they look like they about to do something, or they look like they giving off vibes of something's wrong, or they're looking like something's about to happen, or they just look like they up to something. That is what he is saying when this group of kids walked in, which I would guess is Austin and Hunter's group.
And if I was sitting in the stands and I saw those boys walking, I'd be like, damn, what the hell they are? Because they were walking in there with a purpose. Okay. Again, just like Karmelo was sitting there, they didn't walk in and say hi to nobody. They didn't dap nobody up.
They walked straight to them.
They walked straight in there.
Okay, that's what everybody was saying. They walked straight to Karmelo.
The others, there was...
Hold up, that's very important because all of them said the exact same thing. They said that they walked in. 2 or 3 of them split, and then 4 of them walked directly to Karmelo. That's what everybody else is saying. You guys need to understand that everybody that saw the video that was not, before the court happened, everybody that saw the video outside of court said the same thing.
So there was one kid who was kind of jittery. They walked straight in there and was walking straight to Karmelo. There were 6 of them. So there was one kid who was kind of jittery and jumping around, like you could tell, like he was, oh yeah, some shit about to go down. That was his demeanor. Like he jumping around and giddy and playing around. He was one of those kids.
So this is very important. You're saying that the way you see Austin and the rest of his crew approaching and going up the bleachers, it already seemed like they was geared up to do something.
Already, bro.
See, this just like white people. Debbie Loud says, was you there? See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all come out with a fake tape. And then when we find out what really happened, white and black people that actually seen the real tape, and now they come out and tell you the truth, you come right up and say, was you there? So now you're going to say that they had to be there to see the truth? That's racist shit, fam. A tape was put out, and now the real tape was seen. People registered to go see that tape. And this is what really happened. And now you're going to say, was you there? See, this is people picking up their face. This is you picking up your face. You believe that lie, and you wasn't there either. But this man took his time to go see what happened. So why would your dumb ass, woman or man, why would your dumb ass say that? You should be ashamed of yourself. Was you there? No, I wasn't. You wasn't either. But for those that was there, they know what really happened. The tape was at the school. The school kept the real tape. And they made people register to go see it. And they made you sign a non-disclosure agreement to watch it. Now you telling me, was you there? Was you there? 21 witnesses, and they still never said nothing that happened on that tape. So what you talking about? You gonna keep coming up with stupid shit? Clearly you see people lying. Clearly you see people holding information. The tape was never even put out to the public. You still gonna say some stupid shit? You think that's smart? If that was your son that got stabbed up and dead, wouldn't you want somebody to see the tape? Hunter didn't testify because he lied. The tape don't even show them sitting down. The tape don't even show them not being the aggressors. The tape shows them coming in, going straight to Karmelo and causing havoc. That's why he didn't. Because if he would have, it would have put Karmelo in a self-defense. That's why he didn't. Now he got to live with lying and knowing that he was the reason his dead brother is gone. What are we talking about? And if it was the other way around, I would the same. If it was the other way around, I would not have went in and did nothing. Why would I go to a track meet to go mess with somebody? I'm a football player with 4 other of my football players going in to go mess with a little bitty puny white boy. What are we doing? He telling you they came in to jump him. What are you saying right now? We getting the real story. Why would we be coming in to fight some little puny white boy if it was the other way around? And we football players. Why? Clearly, thank you. Don't say nothing stupid if it was the other way around. It's not. We not coming in looking for puny white boys. But clearly you got big white boy football players coming in looking for a little black puny black boy that ain't doing nothing but sitting there watching his phone. They had y'all thinking he tried to get up under a tent for some rain. No, he didn't. That was a lie. He was already sitting there, and Austin and them wasn't even there yet. So now all of y'all look stupid. All of y'all look stupid. Karmelo Anthony was sitting there looking at his phone. People was coming in, and then these 6 stupid boys came in to cause problems and come make problems. And Vampire Money is delusional for even thinking that lie them white people try to tell y'all white ass to make you believe some stupid shit. If it's the truth, why you gotta lie? If it's the truth, why you need a non-disclosure agreement? If it's the truth, why you gotta hide it at the school? If it's the truth, why y'all ain't put the footage out? You know why y'all didn't, white people that's racist? Because y'all know Karmelo Anthony would have got a self-defense case. Period. None of this would have been real. If y'all have seen what really happened, y'all have felt so bad for Austin. Because y'all have seen how Austin and Hunter came in there and started some shit and somebody else finished it. And that man still was in self-defense. And you sound racist. If I sound illiterate, you sound racist. Okay? Because everything I'm saying is definitely on point.
I know some people out there that know what's up on their P's and Q's. If I've been sitting in the stands already, I've been like, what the hell they are? Because they're walking in, looking around, nobody else. They were getting there first. They walk into the canopy or sit down and they on business leaving. That's the show. That's the shit that's, got my head spinning. Because they sit down. That's what Hunter Metcalf was saying on the news and all. That's what he did. Yeah, that's true. They're trying to make it seem like they were there. But it's not what was on that video. That's not what I saw.
You see that? Hunter is a liar and his brother passed away. Think about it. Hunter lied. He lied through his teeth. He lied through his eyes. Another white man lying. Another white boy lying. What you lying for? If that man killed your brother, what you lying for? What you gotta lie for, Hunter? If he came to kill your brother, and y'all was already under the tent. What you lying for? And your dumb ass lied, and now your brother gone. But you lied. No, we know what really happened. The 6 of y'all dumb ass came in there trying to look like men in black, trying to be tough, and got dealt with. And Karmelo not even built like that. Sad. Because not understanding law, people just dying. So scaleways, I appreciate your racist ass being in here too. Because the law designed for you, but it's people like you that's gonna die if you play with somebody out here. Because you talking about the law here to protect you. See, it's racist people like you, Scaleway, that I know you hide behind the law. And we appreciate that. Because if you hide behind the law, you can just lose, you can just simply lose your life. It ain't even about the law protecting y'all no more, fam. Think about it. It ain't even about the law protecting y'all no more. Austin is gone. What we talking about? What we talking about? What we talking about? This ain't back then. This ain't slavery. Don't play with us no more, Dirty. Please don't play with us. Stop playing with us. You keep acting like we don't live here either. And what you say, land, land don't 713, I know you're upset, man, and I'm sorry you're letting this get to you way too much. Land don't 713, shut the fuck up. Talking about you sorry and I'm letting this get to us too much. Boy, you don't know what we've been through. You don't know what our history has done, our lineage has been through. You ain't been through this. You ain't walked this walk. You ain't even felt this shit. So please, don't ever say nothing about letting something get to me. Karmelo Anthony come from my side of town, fam. So don't say I let it get to me. This is getting to all of us. This is a kid that was put into a situation and was unfairly handled. If he was handled fairly and he locked up, that's fine. But if you got to handle him like that, no, let's not do that. See, I'm upset because it's funny that white people can be so racist against us. But the moment we get on that, y'all want to say we victims. Y'all want to say we got the victim mentality. So y'all rather us just walk around and just let everybody disrespect us? People like Chud the Builder. People like Jake Lane. People like Rick Child. Like you just want us to just walk around, let people just disrespect us? You walk around, let somebody just disrespect you? And we got to call a spade a spade. We're not going to keep playing dumb out here. You got this white cop at Walmart that just shot into a car of a black 1-year-old. And he just did that. They just lied about that whole situation. They said the girl stole some diapers. They got her on videotape paying for the diapers. They said she tried to run this man over. They don't even have nothing that even showing that man getting ran over or even them trying to attempt to run over. This man shot into a car and a black 1-year-old kid is gone. A white cop shot into a black 1-year-old kid's car, not caring about who was in there. And he just took the life of a black 1-year-old kid. So I'm telling you right now, please stop playing with us, bro. Please stop. Because today ain't back then. You can't walk around talking about chimping out. You can't walk around calling us ninjas. You can't walk around saying nothing outside of nothing because you're going to get the shit smacked out you. And I know you're going to turn into like Chud the Builder and run to the police. You understand what I'm saying? So when we're talking about this man killing this black kid for whatever reason, that's sad. That's sad. Because if there was a black cop killing a white kid, we'll get on his ass too. Because at the end of the day, that's an adult that just killed a kid. That ain't a black, white, black, nothing. That's an adult that just killed a kid. I'm not racist at all. I just hate when racist white people talk that shit to me and think I'm gonna let you talk to me like that. Because if I was in your face and you was in my face, I'd grab you by your jaw and hang your shit up. For real. So this ain't a black and white thing. This is an adult killed a kid thing. This is Austin, a kid, Karmelo, a kid. Both of them just lost their lives. That man is gone and that man is gone in jail. And yet we, the people, are out here going back and forth about racism and what's going on in the world, like y'all playing dumb about privilege and who don't get privilege. Like y'all playing dumb about Trayvon Martin, Mike Brown, Floyd, senseless murders, senseless killings. Like y'all don't know this don't exist. Or even think about this. Remember when ISIS shot that dude in the back from trying to defend that lady? He wasn't black, he was white. And I was defending that man because that was wrong. Shout out Mama K in the building. Remember when ISIS shot that white man in the back because they said he was grabbing a gun and he had no gun on him. He was simply defending a woman that ISIS pushed down on camera. And that wasn't right. I defended that man because he was just standing up for us, humans, the people. So when we talk about black on black crime, that's our community. We having that our war every day of our life. But that's our community. When some white person kills a black person for senseless or for no reason, it's a problem if there's no justice. But if a black person kill a white person and there's justice for that, some ain't right. It has to be equilibrium. It has to be the same. It has to be fair. I don't care what nobody say. Everything has to be fair. Let's go.
Bleachers, it already seemed like they was geared up to do something.
Already, bro. I know some people out there that's know what's up on their P's and Q's. If I've been sitting in the stands already, I'd have been like, what the hell they are? Because again, they wasn't walking in look.
I don't need a narrative, Tan T. I don't need a narrative. I don't need a storyline. The narrative is life. The narrative is our life. We know what it is. I don't need a narrative for you to understand anything. You sound white. You sound white. I don't need a narrative for you to understand what I'm discussing. What I'm telling you is any crime needs to be dealt with fairly. Now tell me I'm stupid, because I almost put your dumb ass in timeout. You sound white. Because what sound white means is I'm over here making more sense than a little bit, and you sound like a racist person that's saying you don't understand what I'm saying. There's so many people in here that's white that do understand what I'm saying. But you saying that I have no narrative and I'm just spitting words out. No, I just said a white man just killed a black kid at Walmart. And I said, that's so messed up. And I said, if there was a black cop killing a white kid, it'd be even worse. But what I did say is, scratch that. That's an adult killing a child. That's an adult killing a child. The point I'm making is, it don't matter if you black or white. It don't even matter. That's an adult killing a child. That's a mother losing her child. I don't have to give an example, just Google it. The little kid named Cohen Wiley, 1 year old. Hit that like button, double tap that screen.
Around dapping nobody up, they was walking in there with the purse.
So they didn't walk, they didn't enter into that canopy or that memorial tent and sat down and was minding their own business for a while either.
That's not what they showed us, and that's the shit that's got my head spinning. Because they did not sit down.
Because that's what Hunter Metcalf was saying on the news and all. That's what he did.
Yeah, that's true. They was trying to make it seem like they were there.
But it's not what was on that video. That's not what I saw. Period.
Okay. I'm trying to get y'all to understand how long they've been lying.
Yep.
How long they've been lying. Go ahead, T-Shirt. So you see them enter to the stands, and then what?
And then two of them break off. Mm-hmm. So at the time, they went out the frame.
Wow.
But I guess in the, here now, we found out in the testimony that those two went off to, deflect and block
distracting the coach.
Those other boys was about to do.
Mm-hmm. 6 people in there, 2 people walk away. One of them walk over there to distract the coach because Austin and Hunter is about to do something to Karmelo Anthony.
So they walked straight up to Karmelo. And again, Karmelo's still sitting down. He ain't moved.
They walked up to him.
You all know what bleachers are.
He didn't get up under no tent about. He didn't get up under no tent about no rain. He didn't get up under no tent about no rain. He was already chilling. Wasn't nobody even there. They walked up to him asking to die. What you talking about? And that man ain't even like that. Ain't trying to kill nothing. They walked up to him.
Are very slick.
Dangerous.
They're very slick. So keep that in mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they walked up to Karmelo and they surround Karmelo.
Wow.
You had one, I guess that would have been to his right, one to his left, and 2 directly in front of him. And they're hovering over him. Now, he didn't stand up. Okay. And that's
it again. One to what now? In front of Karmelo.
Like a U-shape, you know what I'm saying? You got one that's kind of, angled in from his right, one angled in from his left, and then those 2 are directly in front of him.
One of the 2 boys directly in front of him was Austin Metcalf.
It had to be. And now, they made that thing small so you couldn't tell the faces, but you could see, everything about the body.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Yeah. So you couldn't tell the details of the faces, but you could see the persons.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So that let me that was crazy to me that he let him walk up on him like that in the bleacher because they're right in front of him. Like, as a man, you ain't gonna put your private part that fucking close to my face.
Wow.
So they're over.
Wait. They were that close to him?
They was on top of him, bro.
They was on top of him. Damn near like they had Johnson's in his face or whatever.
Yes, sir. That's why I said that kid was not like that, man. He was a good kid. He was not like that. Because I'm not letting you walk up on me like that.
Right.
Look at
And
this,
both
man.
Austin and
Are you understanding this? Hit that like button, double tap that screen, fam. This is what's going on, man. The man sitting there chilling, man. You got 6 boys that came up and literally surrounded this man while he's sitting there. They done walked up to him so close that he's sitting and their private part is right near his face. That's how close they to this man, and he just sitting there. What? Do you understand? Hunter, Austin, all of them would have got fucked up real fast, dealing with somebody that's really about that life. And y'all in here talking about what y'all talking about? You sound stupid. You need to thank God it was Karmelo. Because if that was a real ninja, all of them would have been done. All of them would have been done. They came in there asking to get hurt. For the white racist people in here, real quick, why would Austin and Hunter walk into the building and go looking for Karmelo? Answer me that. Why would Austin and Hunter come into the building and go straight to Karmelo? If he's nothing and a nobody, why would they come in the building and go straight to him? 6 deep. It's 6 of them. Why would 6 white boys walk up on this black boy sitting there looking at his phone? I just want to know why. Give me a reason why. If they don't even know this man, Harlem said, rolling up an Austin Metcalf blunt. Oh my God. What that smell like? But you feel me? I just want to know why would they walk up on him? Candy Girl Pink says because Hunter was setting up his own twin brother and Karmelo was the fall guy. Shout out to Candy Girl Pink in her. Bye, 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 bye. Shout out Candy Girl Pink in her. What you just said, I wouldn't even put it past. I really feel that theory. And I'm saying that because it's another witness that says Hunter never even held Austin in his arms. Another witness says that Hunter never even acknowledged Austin when it happened. Meaning, when he was looked at as stabbed in the chest, they say Hunter never even looked for him, never even tried to help him, never even went for him, never even held him. What that make you think? If my brother over here and this happening for real, and this man just stabbed him or something happened to where he is stabbed, how am I not falling to his side to see if he's okay? The point I'm making is Hunter is a liar.
and Hunter are 200 pounds, 6 footers.
Like that, they just that's crazy.
Yes.
This is Karmelo, and this is them for making a U-shape over him like that.
Yes.
Casting a shadow.
Karmelo was like 130.
These persons were casting they were casting a shadow over him. It looked like, go ahead, bro.
Yeah. So at that point, you really couldn't see Karmelo because he was covered up. So, and this is what I said from day one. You know what I mean? I know this is fine, but like I said, I prefaced it from day one. What I'm about to say is fine. They talked to Karmelo about 15, 20 seconds. And I got to give it to them. They got active quick.
Woo! Wait. Not he, not Aussie. I know that you said they.
All 4 of them got active immediately.
Okay, so they said that Austin Hunter and 2 other guys pulled up on Karmelo. They have a 20-second conversation, and all of a sudden they get active. And he laughing because he like, whoo, Austin and Hunter and them got active quick. So they wasn't even playing with Karmelo. They like, hey, Dirty, what's up with you? What you on? This what you doing? You up in here? And then they get on, get active. See what I'm saying? So he watching this on video. So he being real. He like, yo, fam, they came in there and they was about that action. And they walked up on him and they had a 20-second conversation and they went to work on that boy.
Yeah, see, and that's crazy. So all four of them was sitting here.
Look for they talking and clapping and all that games. No.
There's no way that they missed that in court. There's no way.
15, 25 seconds, and it was on the pop.
Bro,
Chris Wade.
I'm just getting
That's me.
Chris Wade, get your racist ass out of here. Chris Wade, you a lie. See, everybody in here, we have all agreed that we know he's telling the truth because he went to the school where you had to register to see the real videotapes. You had to give up all of your belongings and you had to sign a non-disclosure agreement while seeing the real tape. So please don't say that no more about this being a lie. We know it's no lies. Caricature, or whatever your name is, don't say that no more. I'm going to time out you. I'm going to get both of y'all up out of here and say that shit again. This ain't no lie. This man, you had to register to go see the videotape at the school. This is the videotape. And he telling them, ain't no game. Hunter and them came to put hands and they wasn't playing because they only had a 20-second conversation with him and then they got on his ass. You heard me? So watch him out. KC cuts me. KC cuts me or shut up. Thank God that you behind this, thank God that you on the website. Why do I believe him? Because him and other white people that I'm about to show you had to go to the school to register to see the tape. He's not lying. He's showing you everything. He's telling you the lady that allowed them to see the tape, the lady that signed them in, the lady that had to sign off on your non-disclosure agreement for you to view the tape. So this is not a lie at all. Yes, in Frisco.
just because I'm picturing this, it's making me upset more and more.
That's making everybody upset.
They jumped the boy. They jumped Karmelo Anthony. And from what you're saying, the U-shape they made over him and how close they was.
Street Bomber says, so then why is he disclosing? Because this was a year ago. That's why. That non-disclosure agreement is only to a certain extent. This was a year ago. So now he's able to, and the trial has been done, so he's able to talk. Ha ha ha, what's a non-disclosure agreement? Non-disclosure, meaning not to disclosure within the time frame. It's been done a year, the trial has been done. Now he's talking because it's been a non-disclosure agreement. So that's how you know everything was a lie. Why wasn't it in court? Because the actual video footage that they used was tampered with. The video footage that they show is showing you how both of them zoomed in and that the editor of the videographer edited that video and showed everything else that didn't happen that was brought up to that. And then they used the witnesses to put the story together, to put the story together. So when you went back and look at the actual real story and real tape, it shows that. You understand what I'm saying? It shows that within itself for what it was. You understand? Right. So that's what I'm saying. This is the true tape that was disclosed. And the school kept this tape because they didn't want the police or the judge to throw this out. Also, it was evidence. But the judge did not present this to the public. And again, if it's the truth, just like every other case, the video footage would have been put out there to the public for us to make our own discretion and own concerns about it.
It was almost like they purposely did. And
then on top of that,
they purposely.
And then on top of that,
beat him up. They went up.
The video was purposely altered to make Karmelo look bad. And that's because them white boys came in to do something and it went a whole nother way. And now the video was altered, it was tampered with, it was edited, it was video screened, it was all of that. Okay?
They're purposely with an agenda to beat this kid.
Why he let them walk on
And that's what I said. They went up there and got active quick, so they was about it. And like I told other people, I've been on both sides of that. I jumped off before, I've been jumped before.
Man, that sounded like that was set up. That sound like they said, hey, there he go right there. Like somebody snitched and there go Karmelo right there.
As they are wailing on him and jumping him, and they got straight to it immediately, like you said, immediately. Okay, from your account, what did you see after that? Like, because
I started to drink.
I know what other people said. I know what they said as far as Karmelo's body and what they seen his body do and all that. Could you tell us what you seen after you seen them actually jumping him and assaulting him? I'm talking about all four of them. That's what you're saying, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So at that point, I never really said this before, but I was enraged at that point. So I was like, oh shit, this young brother is getting jumped.
Right.
So why are we even talking about? Because at that point, he was locked up and released. So I'm like, why is this even continue?
Right, Debbie Lyles. Debbie Lyles said that if he was hit on, he would have had whips and him. Come on now. Keep listening, Debbie. He's going to tell you about the whips and the scars and everything that Karmelo endured and what the media did for you not to see his scars and whips and everything else. Come on now.
What is the case? This is clear-cut self-defense.
Yeah, man.
So, Karmelo is fighting off, and then he's able to escape and back out the back of the canopy. And he stands up. This is the first time he stands up when he escapes from them and backs out the back of the canopy. Okay. This is the first time he stands up.
First time. So the whole time you was sitting down when they was wailing on him.
The whole time he was sitting, bro. He didn't even stand up.
Come on,
he didn't even stand up, bro. While he was
trying to stand.
Well, come on, bro. But the first time he was able to stand up, when he was able to get away from the dudes and stand up at the back of the canopy, stand up about 3 or 4 bleachers behind that canopy, bro.
So when he stood up, what did you see happen when he stood? What did
he trying to get up out of it?
Stand up and try to back away.
When he stood up, man, he looked to his right, and to his right were other canopies and other people. You really couldn't see that on the screen, but you see people walk earlier that way. So they're
I'm sorry, Street Bomber, but listen to me, Street Bomber. I'm sorry that your government and your media is not trustworthy. They airbrushed them pictures. They altered those. They edited those pictures. Anybody knows that you can do Photoshop anything, and they Photoshopped those pictures of Karmelo's scars in his face and everything that happened that day. No, you can airbrush. You can also Photoshop. And in Photoshop, you can airbrush, you can erase, you can either go over and smooth all of that out. And you're talking about professionals, the media. So believe it or not that you don't want to believe it, we're telling you what happened. And this man that seen the video, he's going to tell you the whips and scars that he's seen on Karmelo. So I'm telling you again, Street Bomber, they altered the pictures, they lied, and the truth is coming out.
Other tents set up there, and there's other people. So you look to his right, there's no escape there. The next set of bleachers to his left wasn't nobody there. Now, I'm gonna bring this up again. Remember, it had just rained. It was wet and slippery on those bleachers. And I also wrestled. So as a football and wrestling, we used to have to run bleachers. So I know how hard it was to run dry bleachers. This kid flew down wet bleachers. Flew down wet bleachers like he was being carried by an angel. Because he didn't fall. He didn't fall until he hit the bottom of the walkway.
Wow.
And as grown people now, we kind of got a greater respect for stability when we walk, right? I wouldn't even walk down wet bleachers. He ran down wet bleachers.
When he ran down wet bleachers, what did you see while he was running down these wet bleachers? What did you see?
Well, just him flying down the wet bleachers and then falling at the base of the
same thing he said. Same
the
thing.
base of the bleachers. Yeah. So then he runs off and you could kind of see three people give chase. And the one person give chase, I said it looked like he was an extra on the Stooges because he was so damn slow. And that had to be Hunter.
That had to be Hunter.
That was the biggest one. That had to be Hunter. He was so damn slow.
Wow.
Hunter is the biggest one.
Unfortunately for me, like the other people who read the video, that's where my viewing stopped. Because I was in there when the girl, like I said, that lady, she was in there trying to record the damn video, and the superintendent busted in the door, looking directly at me with laser eyes, black, and she passed for white. Yeah. Like, are you in here recording? We got word that somebody's in here recording. And sporadically remarked to him.
Oh my God. I mean, he identifying everybody. He like, they ran after. He like, that had to be Hunter because Hunter was the bigger one. He didn't get nowhere. And then you got a white woman inside of the school trying to use her phone and videotape the video footage that she's watching. So please don't say this a lie. This man in the room with white people watching the same video of what happened, and some white person in there trying to record it. The person, the superintendent comes in the room and says, "Hey, black dude, somebody's trying to record. What are you doing?" You see that? You see how he even got targeted and the white person doing it? You got a white lady recording the video and the superintendent busts in the room accusing this black brother of recording the video footage that he's watching, that he had to sign a non-disclosure agreement for. Come on, man. This got to be diabolical. This is diabolical.
And again, the video was running, so I'm asking, then I turned to Michelle, be like, can you rewind the video? She was like, no. And I said, well, I asked to see all camera angles of the video on my court request. And she was like, well, you have to take that over legal. So then the chick was like, well, okay, I've seen enough, I'm ready to go. So I'm like, shit, she's not going to rewind it. I ain't going to see nothing else. I might as well leave too, so we left. Yeah, so that was and my kind of fortunate I was able to see the part about Hunter line about holding Austin or ambulance coming in because I was interrupted by the punk ass superintendent who said I was in there recording the damn
okay, so one of the ladies was recording. She got most of it.
Account of what you seen when you went to Frisco ISD. And I'm gonna tell you something, T.
That's probably the one where I heard that it was a rumor that somebody got in trouble because they were recording. That was probably her.
As Lena's, Kyra's, and Lou's. I talked to some other people offline, and they told me their stories offline. All y'all stories is pretty much the same. I'm talking about 99% the same. Now, one thing that you did mention that Lena mentioned and Kyra mentioned and also Lou mentioned is that when they had surrounded him and hovering over him, like you said.
Oh yeah, the pullback, right?
They said all of these people, even 12 tribes, which they said that they actually seen him try to back off.
And then they pulled his shirt.
He got pulled back in.
Yeah.
That's what they seen. Did you see that?
He probably didn't. He got distracted.
I don't recall. I'm not saying it didn't happen. I'm just saying I don't recall seeing that because I was probably still dazed. Like this is some bullshit.
I remember you said when they started wailing on him,
that's when he got upset. Like he was like
why the fuck is this? Why is this still a damn case?
And everything was happening so fast, he probably missed that.
Some bullshit with him.
It's some bullshit. I'm like, what? This is some bullshit. He being jumped.
That's realistic.
Why did he get locked up? Why did he spend 1 second in jail?
Right.
Why didn't he go home?
Teresa Baker. Therese Baker 6695. Is this the Reese Baker? How you pronounce your name? Like Doris Baker or Teresa Baker? Are you a girl or a guy? Teresa Baker 6695. I'm trying to make sure that's right. Oh, you said she Haitian? She said lies, lies, more lies. Nice try though, guys. And I'm like, oh, you stupid too. So yeah, let's go to a white lady. I want to get to the end of what he said.
Under there, people, did some bogus stuff and got off. They didn't even go to jail. Why did he go to jail? It was messed up, bro. It's messed up.
And at the time that this happened, he was 17. In Texas, they're going to charge a 17-year-old. Like, and he didn't even do anything but try to protect himself. So it was
It's a situation where you can understand if somebody used a sharp object like a knife or something to at least get somebody off of him.
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't a fighter.
People always talk about what they would do, what they wouldn't do. Nobody knows what they would up and do in that situation. But I would try to get all four of them. All four.
All four of them.
Yeah.
I'd have touched all four of them. She. Okay, so here we go. White lady, witness, white lady.
I'm saying I will not record audio or video of what I was about to see on the pre-recorded video on the wall. I had already been, warned, hey, don't go in with any kind of, or keys or phone or anything like that. So I left everything in my car, all my personal belongings, just to ensure that I didn't break any rules or wasn't, breaking code. So.
We got a white woman. We got your people in here. We got your cousin. We got your sister. We got your auntie in here. We got your mama in here telling you white folk what she seen. Talking about lies, lies, lies. So now you gonna say your own cousin lying? Your cousin lying? Your sister lying? Your friend lying? Your people lying? Okay, let's see. Let's see if you racist or not. Because this your cousin talking about you.
A normal conference room set up, a big desk with a bunch of chairs. There was one TV up on the wall, and the administrator had a piece of paper laid out with some pins, and that is where I had to sign saying I will not record audio or video of what I was about to see on the pre-recorded video on the wall.
I got to rewind this because you dumbasses in here that's racist talking about I'm lying. This your cousin telling you step by step what that black man just told you. But this your cousin telling you so you can be okay. Because a lot of y'all so racist, y'all don't even see no other color but your own color. So I'm about to show you your own color talking about what really happened. Okay?
Don't believe black folks. Some of these white people that don't believe black folks went to go see this video and we're being biased. Let's hear it from a white woman.
Let's hear it from a white woman.
Walk us through when you actually arrived at Frisco ISD and what you had to actually go through to actually get to see this video.
Of course. So upon arrival at the Frisco ISD administration building was the location that I arrived at. There's a little ring doorbell essentially outside. I had to show my driver's license, tell them why I was there. I went inside, presented my driver's license to the front desk lady, and she scanned my driver's license, printed me out a sticker badge. Same photo as your identification. I put that on my chest and I waited for the assistant to come and get me. Once she came and got me, we went behind some double doors and I had turned right and stood outside of an elevator, waited for that elevator to get us. We went up to the 4th floor, walked down a hallway into a conference room, which had a conference room attached to it. And so Freezy, inside of that conference room, a normal conference room set up, a big desk with a bunch of chairs. There was one TV up on the wall, and the administrator had a piece of paper laid out with some pins, and that is where I had to sign saying I will not record audio or video of what I was about to see on the pre-recorded video on the wall. I had already been, warned, hey, don't go in with any kind of, keys or phone or anything like that. So I left everything in my car, all of my personal belongings, just to ensure that I didn't break any rules or wasn't, breaking code. So from there, she even asked, hey, do you have anything? And I said, no, ma'am, left everything in my car.
Was there anybody else in line to see the video when you went?
Great question. Not with me. I went up alone at this point in time. So I was in the first people who was able to go alone by themselves. So it was myself. And
a little black backstory, Ms. Daisy, she's been covering the Karmelo Anthony and Austin Metcalf case almost since day one. Back in, was it April 2025? So back then, she's been covering this on TikTok. And a lot of people that went to view this video, Freezy has interviewed them. And also they have all came together. You can go see their names that was released for with a request form to the people that was allowed to see this video.
The administrator for Frisco ISD.
Okay.
So from there, we walked up to the front of the room, and she pointed at the television, and she proceeded to instruct me. You can see the video 2 minutes prior to the incident or 11 minutes prior. She said everybody was watching it at the 2 minutes mark before, and I said, no, I would like to see as far back as I could. So remind everyone, the incident had happened around 9:50.
Real quick, the school was even in it. The school was even on some crooked racist shit. The school. They asked you, did you want to watch the video from the 11-minute mark or from 2 minutes prior to the situation? And then she suggested that everyone had been watching it at the 2-minute mark. She said, no, let me see as much as I can so I don't miss nothing.
Or Central Standard Time on April 2nd, 2025. So 11 minutes prior to that would be 9:43 Central Standard Time. So that is the time that I had chose to start the video. So I want to make sure that that's clear. I think people get confused there. So I started there. She also proceeded to tell me, hey, this is the timestamp. The timestamp is going to be at the bottom right. There's also another kind of rolling timestamp as well, but the actual time is at the bottom right. In the top left of the corner, you could see the canopy, which was the memorial canopy. And I want to remind everybody, it was half cut off. So we were viewing from the home stadium off onto the away side. And so that half of the canopy was cut off. We couldn't see anything from that left. So we could only see.
Ashley. Shout out to you, Ashley. Hit that like button, double tap that screen, become a member today. Make sure that you family. Make sure you in here 9 p.m. You hear me tomorrow. Monday through Friday. You hear me? Ashley, respond. You hear me? I appreciate you. I truly appreciate you amending me in this case and understanding this situation because, again, I'm not racist, but I have no problem commenting to racist comments and having a stance against people that are racist. We have to identify the racist people and we have to fight them with their own hate. But they also have to understand that this is not back in the day. This ain't slavery days. So, again, hit that like button, double tap that screen. Ashley, I truly appreciate you. Now, listen to me. This is your white cousin telling you what happened, and she explaining it in a very articulate way. So don't act like you don't know.
To the right of the field. So I was able to familiarize myself, Roger had 11 minutes prior to the incident. And I knew from the interviews of what Hunter had did, that they were coming from the middle school. So prior to entering, I also looked, before I even got there the day before, I looked at Google Maps, right? What does the stadium look like? Where is the middle school? Where is the athletic building? Just so I could kind of know where they would be coming from.
They said that middle school, they tried to make it seem like it was like a quick walk. They said it could be like a 5 to 10 minute walk for them to get from that middle school.
They all failed him.
To the stadium.
The coaches failed him. Everybody failed him.
So around 9:49 at that time stamp in the morning, I had looked to my far right of the corner, and what I believed was the 4 boys walking in, going off of Hunter's, testament of myself, my brother, and a couple of friends were walking from the middle school. So I saw them walk in. They arrived up on the bleachers, and I want to remind everyone, the bleachers are, they're metal bleachers, and then as you walk up into it, it's a metal walking path. So they, in my opinion, as I like to always put it, they were walking with a purpose. They were not walking nonchalantly to go sit down at a track meet. Did you have a question for Izzy, or do you want me to continue?
So, when you seen how many boys was it?
Yes, I identified 4 boys walking up into the group of the canopy.
Thank you.
Okay.
Like we said.
And you said they weren't walking in a nonchalant manner. You said they were walking briskly. I played.
So the first lie that Hunter and them said was that they was already up under the canopy. That's the first lie. Any of you white people believe that? You know that, right? Any of you white people understand that was a lie, right? They lied and said that Hunter and Austin was already there and up under the canopy chilling. That's a lie from the game. They lied. Right there, they lied. This white woman, your cousin, your sister, your family, is telling you what she's seen. Hunter and Austin wasn't even there yet. This is a white woman telling you this now, so stop saying we lying or black people lying. We not. White woman saw that. And she said 4 people walked up on Karmelo. Karmelo was sitting there chilling. 4 people walked in on him. So we know this is not a lie. White people saying it and blacks.
A video, TikTok video, and I think you said something was almost like predator versus prey was your direct quote, right?
I did, So my exact quote was the walking with intent, as if it was almost predator versus prey.
See, that's interesting. Wow. Because those boys were coming from the middle school, which is about a 5, 10, 15 minute walk, directly to the tent Karmelo Anthony was under. This is why people believe Eddie set this up and set it into motion. This is why Eddie got to understand it wasn't trying to claim to be Karmelo Anthony's friend. This is why the rumor is going around that Eddie didn't like the fact that Karmelo Anthony was with this Hispanic girl. So it's very interesting for these witnesses that seen this video to walk us through a full account of what happened. But when they get to court, they show an altered video. They show a grainy video.
Wow.
They show a video to the jurors that only makes Austin Metcalf look like a victim instead of the predator that he was.
And the rest of my story will kind of attest to the reasons why and everything. And I want to remind everybody, it was raining. I could see raindrops. The video was crystal clear. I've always said it was 4K, if not 5K at best. So the video I had seen, imagine it's like an NFL football game, just it's on a smaller screen.
So let's put a pin in that right there. I have a video I'm going to play after you give your account and later on in my show. Where there's a reporter that works for Court TV. I think his name is Cody, some black guy. He actually said he's seen the video in court, and he said that you couldn't see any raindrops. So that's in the opening statement they were referencing surveillance video, and of course everyone wants to see video. We haven't seen anything. There's been a gag order on this case since the very beginning.
beginning last year. So they started playing this video. There were 5 different angles of the video getting walked through from testimony by the forensic video analyst. And they were very wide angle videos, Julian. The witness had to talk about how he used the software to zoom in, try to make the video accurate. Legally online, it still looked very fuzzy and hazy. It definitely sets the scene. You can see what's going on, but even the prosecution distinctly said that you won't be able to uniquely identify anyone, but they referred to Karmelo on the video as the person of interest, and they referred to Austin Metcalf as the victim. Of course, as the forensic analyst.
What's your name? ST on 3 Pony? Stony Pony. Stony Pony. Stony Pony says your dumb animal isn't winning an appeal. Did y'all just hear that? Stony Pony just called the dude an animal. You hear that, Geeky? Stony Pony is just called fam a animal. Said your dumb animal. No offense to animals. Your animal. You just called the dude. So you definitely racist. You just called a black man an animal. Damn, Stoney, you should be hung. That's sad, man. You should be hung for saying that. And we don't even know where you at. But you should be hung for saying that, man. You got kids? You got kids, Stoney? You got kids, man? You just called a black man an animal, man. Stoney, man, we don't. I don't want to know where you at, man. For real. Cause knowing that you calling my people animals like that, you racist, man. I pray we never see you, like face to face. I pray we don't. You got kids, Stoney? Annie Hoffman says, dude, don't threaten his kids. You wild. Shut the fuck up, Annie Kaufman. Who the fuck is you? Don't threaten his kids, but he calling my people animals. Calling Karmelo an animal and shit. It's a fucking kid. And now you talking about don't talk about his kids. You got kids, Stoney? Boy, y'all softer than medicated cotton, boy. Listen to your white cousin tell you what happened and make sure you believe her because she's telling the truth.
Digested this video and dissected it and pointed out everything that we need to know about it.
Make sure you get your black on black goooo T-shirts. The website should be pinned in the comments. You might see view products on the screen, or you can go to 95wing.com. And what this as a message, but you leave it as a mindset.
And the people, you could barely make out the people. They were very blurry. He said you couldn't see any rain or anything. So he said, if anybody said they seen raindrops or that, no, that's not true. You couldn't see any raindrops. You're telling us that you could. The video was that clear where you could see droplings and raindrops and all that kind of stuff. That's what you're telling the story.
Yes, so when I was video at the 11 minutes before, so at the 9:43 mark, it was a heavy drizzle. It's like
half and half. Says the soft ass woman on the screen hiding behind the internet talking about we soft and Karmelo, that's why he doing 35 years. So don't do that because you soft and we'll slap the shit out you. You don't get to breathe nowhere. I keep telling you, man, we're not slaves no more. Any white person talking shit about a black person publicly, getting the shit smacked out of them if we see you. So trust me, man, we not letting we not letting that shit. Yeah, we gonna try it half and half. If you was near me or you was in my city of St. Louis, we'll try it real quick. Yeah, we don't play that shit here. You don't get to talk that shit here. And trust me, you Caucasian acts or Caucaniacs want to keep playing games, it'll be different for you, fam. I'm telling you, we don't play that shit today. Yeah, we played it back then. It was cool with our uncles and grandpas and all of that. But today, oh, slavery ain't that today, partner. Yeah, he feel threatened. You right, I do. And anytime we feel threatened, that's how we coming. So trust me, y'all soft ass be quiet. Because anytime we feel threatened, you niggas run like roaches. So trust me, fam. Trust me, fam. Don't be like that. You can say, yeah, I feel threatened. I feel victimized. I feel all the above. So please, keep coming with it. But I'm just letting you know, we'll try you if we ever get a chance to see you. Yeah. See, we don't play the talk back. That's why with black people, we've been through it. We on site with it. You remember that saying? It's on site. Yeah, that means on site. Yeah. That's why we don't play that shit. Yeah. Ask Austin.
I like to put it. It wasn't like a downpour. It does get into a downpour later, but it was a constant drizzle. You could see people popping their umbrellas up, taking them down. I could
take this to account. Everybody who has seen the video has always said Karmelo Anthony was under that tent for 9 minutes before these 4 boys approached him.
see people in ponchos. I saw photos on the track as well. So it was very visible that it was raining, and it wasn't, a bright sunny day either. And I also will say, when people say you can't see faces, no, when we opened our request, we understood that the video needed to be redacted, and redacted means if it is a video, you cannot see the minors' faces. So they did not blur it out, but it is, far enough to where you cannot physically identify somebody. The only identifiers that we have is going off of who we know was involved in the incident. And the video shows you kind of
right.
So
basically all of the other students under the tent.
Oh no, yeah, but the appeal about that is weird because emotion says that's the same thing that got Karmelo 35. No, the death. See, Karmelo got jumped. You got to understand what happened half and half, stupid ass. Karmelo got jumped. Somebody got killed. Then he got 35. Yeah. So the emotion about it, no, he wasn't mad from you talking half and half. See, he wasn't that. See, that's different. Somebody talking crazy and then you get mad. No, they actually put hands on him. They jumped him. He had to fight. So it's a big difference. You understand? He got jumped. And then Austin is dead. Damn. But right now, y'all talking crazy and I'm just talking back. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a big difference. So when you say the witnesses say he got jumped or didn't, or whatever the witnesses said, that makes no sense because this white lady is on there looking at the tape watching this man get jumped. She watched 4 people approach him and started beating him up. We understand the law is on your side, white people. We know the law is on your side. And Geeky just told you that. Half and half. 21 witnesses lied. 21 witnesses withheld information. 21 witnesses did not line up with the same videotape that was seen. So you got 21 witnesses lying when the truth is already out there that Karmelo even told the police that he killed that man. See, that's the thing. Karmelo told them he killed him. So why they gotta lie? Why they gotta hold the footage? Think about that for a second, half and half. Think about that half and half. If Karmelo killed him and then he told the police he killed him, so he was standing on business. So why y'all gotta lie? Why y'all gotta hold the tape? Why we gotta sign a non-disclosure agreement just to watch a tape? Karmelo told the police, I killed Austin. That's what he said. He said he killed Austin. Oh, see, I know you racist. Ha ha, half and half racist now. Because now she gonna say 21 witnesses up against one white person saying the truth. See what I'm saying? When you racist, you got an excuse for everything. All of these people that went and seen the real video is telling the truth about what they seen. And you got 21 kid witnesses talking about something about something about something. When are you just gonna be real with yourself? No, don't claim the black side half and half. You should stay white. You should just claim the white side. Because that black shit, I don't want you claiming our black side, fam. I don't want you claiming the white side. And do you know what evidence is, motherfucker? You know what evidence is? See, your stupid ass will go off of somebody he say, she say. Your dumb ass don't go do your own due diligence. That's what you do. I can tell that's what you do. You don't go do your own due diligence. You go off of what other people say. So people like me go do my due diligence. I went and go found somebody that actually seen the real video. I actually found somebody that was sitting down in the trial. So please don't talk about sitting something about, do I know what a witness is? Motherfucker, you know what evidence is? You know what a lie is? You know when multiple white people saying they seen the video and what the truth is? And that's how I know you racist, because you don't even believe your own people, stupid ass. Damn, girl. Stay white.
They kind of wanted to protect those students, right?
Yes, that is exactly correct.
Okay. Go ahead, you carry on, sis.
Okay, so
where we left off was the four boys was walking briskly as if it was predator versus prey towards. Go ahead.
yes, so as they were walking up on the bleachers, they walked up the steps and they did not sit down. It instantly went from a verbal to a physical altercation very quickly, and you could tell. The reason why I say did not sit down is because anybody can tell elevation. You can tell from, I'm watching them walk up, I'm seeing that they're standing, and if they were to sit, I can tell that that head had moved down. I was not able to see anything from those four boys. They had surrounded him, and you could see arm movements, as if someone might have been pointing, like, hey, get out of here. You could also see, what I like to say is the jumping, the punching, pushing, grabbing, shoving. And in my definition is jumping could be where one person is touching you, multiple people are touching you, you're in a group surrounded by one person touching you.
Half and half. Why would this white woman lie? Matter of fact, let me just ask everybody in the comments. Do you think this white woman lying? Press 1. If you think she's telling the truth, press 1. If you think she lying, press 2. If you think she's telling the truth, press 1. If you think she lying, press 2. I want to know how many of you dumb motherfuckers really think this white woman has a reason to lie. Okay, we got a couple people think she lying. Here we go. If you think she's telling the truth, press 1. If you think she's lying, press 2. Because I want to know, why would this white woman lie? Because she's sticking up for the black man right now. So I want to know why. If you think she's telling the truth, press 1. If you think she lying, press 2. I want to see some 1s and 2s. I don't want to, because anybody that's commenting right now, you must be a racist or something. Denise Wells said, why would she lie? So if you think she's telling the truth, press 1. And if you think she lying, press 2. Oh, Mark Wall say she lying. And she went and seen the tape. That's what I'm asking, Charles. Charles Johnson says, what would she gain by lying? That's the point. That's all I'm saying, fam. Let's not be racist in here. Stop being racist. Why would this white woman lie? She has nothing to gain. And half says, and why would 21 witnesses lie, people who were at the fucking track meet? Right. So if 21 witnesses said that story that went with that tape, those witnesses are kids or these are like school people? Who are these witnesses? Was these kids? Because you have over 10 adults that seen the real footage and want to know why that wasn't put out there. You're not literally neutral party half and half. You're talking about 21 witnesses compared to 10 plus witnesses that registered and watched the tape under oath and under a non-disclosure agreement. So make it make sense. This is why the case wasn't open to the public. This is why the video footage wasn't open to the public half and half. You so smart, you stupid. Your dumb ass ain't realizing why the case even went the way it went. For 21 witnesses to lie and see that the case had no black jurors on it. The doors was closed to the public, to the cameras. The video footage was never even put out to the public at all. We keep going down the list. I got so many discrepancies that was written down for how the case went. You know this was open and closed shut. That means that was an agenda for them to hurry up and get something done because something was being covered up. Anytime this has to be like this, that means something is being done wrong. Because we all know any case that's open to the public to be done, a person is not sentenced that fast. A jury is of his peers. A jury would be of your peers, period. White, black, Hispanic, Chinese, European, it don't matter. So this is not a distraction, but this is a distraction for white and black war, okay? So this is why I'm trying to give you the truth from a white person telling you the truth, so y'all can stop thinking that black people trying to start something. So white people can stop thinking black people trying to find a way. So y'all can stop thinking that we trying to create a narrative that's not real. So y'all can stop thinking that we trying to make up some shit. I wanted you to hear it from your cousin, from your sister, from your fam. And she telling the truth.
That is how I define it, because you could never know who's going to jump in at the same time. So from there, you see Karmelo up and out of the tent.
Okay, I believe repeat that because we just got a super chat. It was a sound effect. You said from that point, before you go there, I noticed you said they was punching.
Shut up, half and half. Half and half. Please hit that like button, double tap the screen, and become a member because I don't want you to go nowhere. We're going to have these conversations. She said, you are literally lying through your teeth. You talking about the white people lying or I'm lying? Because you have white and have something. Okay, you have white and have something. So this white side of you, I wanted you to hear your white side tell you what happened. Listen.
I noticed you jumped. What did you mean by that?
So that's the terminology that I use. So, and I can repeat it for everybody, is jumping, and this is my definition, right? I could be completely incorrect, but whereas one individual is facing one person with other people surrounding them, so that one individual of a group be touching, or multiple in that group can be touching that one said individual, right? So if it is one person touching him at the time, you don't know if those other individuals could potentially jump in, right?
Okay, RM. This white woman is literally explaining a definition of getting jumped. So this is how white people do shit. Not all white people, but this is how white people do shit. They have to explain it for you racist people that think it's retarded, she has to explain what being jumped is. So you can know that Karmelo got jumped. She literally got to explain what jumping a person is. She got to give you the definition so you can know what she's seen with her own eyes. Stupid.
I keep trying to jump, so.
I don't know if you ever been in a fight, right? You ever been in a situation where it's just you and somebody that you beefing with or don't like you, they came and approached you and they wanted to fight, but they had 3 or 4 other people that's with them. In your mind, depending on how you feel,
You might not want to engage with this one individual because you don't know what these other people are going to do because you feel a threatening presence. Even if Austin was the only one to put his hands on him, y'all approached him in a way where it was a threatening presence. You feared for your life because one is physically assaulting you and the other is backing him up. But I believe they all put their goddamn hands on him. And the reason why they sealed the case and the reason why
She lied about Emmett Till.
the jury was selected how it was, and the judge overruled on all the defense's objections, is because Jeff Metcalf and Judge John Roach are good buddies. They're good friends. We see the pictures. They tried to say it was AI until multiple pictures and videos started to come out.
But yeah, that boy was most definitely jumped, or the threat of violence was most definitely present. Because what the they doing coming from all the way from a 5, 10, 15-minute walk directly towards him and asking him to leave immediately. But how the prosecution tried to frame it as he was being asked to leave. How do you ask to leave nicely when you got 4 individuals in your proximity?
Half and half.
So in the video that
We just exposed you, fam. All I had to do was say one thing that seemed not right, and you exposed yourself for being racist. So stop talking that you black and white, white and black. No, you white and something. Because that shit you was saying earlier was totally against your black side. And that definitely didn't show that you was neutral on shit. You understand? And I'm focused on you because you have blatantly just put yourself out there that you black and white. But yet you standing on white shit and you ain't saying nothing neutral to understand or nobody's position is that this case was fair or not. All you talking is white shit. So yeah, I gotta focus on you. I'm making you famous right now for people to know you racist. I'm not making you famous to be famous on no filters. I'm making you famous for people to know you racist. And that you tried to just say you black and white. Like you really standing on some shit. No, you're not. That's not right. You're white all the way. You understand? I'm giving you facts right now, and you're talking about 21 witnesses. But yet you looking at facts from a white woman that's seen a video that multiple people seen that was held back. This is me keeping you and not putting you in timeout. This is you getting a spanking and not being put in timeout. Hit that like button, double tap that screen. Don't forget.
it's shown in court, so a couple of people told me because they attended the actual trial inside the courtroom, they said the video that the courtroom showed them, it only showed one person walking up towards Karmelo, just one, not 4.
The video I saw had 4.
That man said that the 21 witnesses you seen, talking about one person walked up to Karmelo. She said the video I seen had 4. Let's go back again, because I just like how this is how white people sound when they stand on business.
So in the video that they showed in court, so a couple of people told me because they attended the actual trial inside the courtroom, they said the video that the courtroom showed them,
It only showed one person walking up towards Karmelo, just one, not four.
The video I saw had 4.
Be my guest, sis. Go ahead, sis.
So from there, you can see arm movements. Again, it's clear, and you could see kind of like elbows moving back and forth. And as I had said, you had noticed a head pop up and back. This is where I'm assuming it is Karmelo because of the next moves that happened next. Once he was pulled back into the canopy, he immediately scattered back up those bleacher steps.
So he tried to get away, and she seen them pull him back in. So he was trying to get away. They have to free the video. They have to release the video so the public can see. So we know what they showed the jury. They showed the jury some zoomed in videos, and they only showed the aftermath of what happened to Austin Metcalf rather than the entire 11-minute video. Remember, in the beginning, she said they always ask, do you want to see 2 minutes before or 11 minutes? Why is that 2 minutes before even an option?
Right.
Because that's the video that was shown.
That's why she say most people, when they ask, did you want to see 2 minutes or 11 minutes of the video? And then the lady suggested that most people see 2 minutes. It's because that's the video that they showed in court. And that video is a 2-minute edit video of a zooming in. They zoomed in on one person and still centered the video. And this can all be done with editing videography. Okay? They zoomed in to only show one person having a conversation with Karmelo. And then they went away from that. And then they literally showed the confrontation. So then they created a storyline, a narrative, and then they had 21 witnesses to go with that. And if you listen to the 21 witnesses, they really wasn't even they wasn't even really specific. They just really followed the narrative that the video created. So it really wasn't a real, hey, this is what it was and this is what happened. It was, hey, well, they got into it and Karmelo was up under their tent and it was raining. So everything in between the story is kind of a you put it together, we put it together, kind of an assumption instead of them saying, hey, if they'd have just put out the same tape that was in the school, we wouldn't be going through this. If they would have put out the same tape that was in the school, we wouldn't have been going through this. Shout out to Beetlejuice 9208 with a $5 donation in the super chat. Says anybody living in Frisco is privileged no matter their race. What a joke. He had more privileges than most by living there alone. And that's how Beetlejuice feel about that situation. Hit that like button, double tap that screen. This white woman is telling the truth. Listen.
That was going to be shown to the jury. They altered the video, which altered the minds of the jury. But even then, they selected individuals that they knew that was going to convict Karmelo Anthony no matter what.
And it was about, 3 to 4 bleacher steps. He paused, looked to his left, to look to his right, and he took to his left, which would have been my right, staring at him.
Queen Medusa, are you a woman or are you a dude? Are you white? Queen Medusa, you white? Because I'm thinking you calling me a nigga. Let me know who you is, Queen Medusa. Talking about can't be real about it. No, we being real about it because we had to go find out what's really real. Yeah, let me know who you is, Queen Medusa, so we can know what that is. Because you said like black ninjas can't be real. Again, if they'd have put out the real footage that happened and it wasn't tainted, none of you would be acting like this. Half and half. You and your black husband wouldn't be laughing. Because if he's a black man and he know what happened with Karmelo, then he would feel some type of way knowing that they had to taint the footage, knowing that you had to sign a non-disclosure agreement just to watch the footage. And if this was your son half and half and your black husband half and half, y'all will feel some type of way if this footage wasn't put out for the situation that was done. Now, let's be real. Since you black and white, see if you understand what I'm saying. If your son and your daughter was in a situation and footage had needed to be put out just to make sure that everything was done right, would you really be laughing? Would you really be laughing?
Running down those steps, as he reaches the bottom of those metal bleachers, he trips and falls. He picks back up and starts running back off to my right. At that time, I had noticed 3 individuals chasing after him. And I want to remind you that no one had moved from the canopy outside of these 4 individuals, Karmelo and the 3 chasing him. From there, I took my eyes directly back over to the bleacher steps, and I see Austin reaching the last couple of steps. And that is where he is holding his chest and he collapses to the ground. He falls to his right, which would have been my left. There, I cannot confirm or deny if Hunter did come up or not. I never saw anybody from my right side come back over.
Hunter never
did. I did see somebody in a blue hoodie. I'm assuming it was a teacher, coach, athletic trainer, just due to the build of the body, right? And then from there, minutes had passed and officers have arrived and ambulances. So I don't have to go into much more detail after that.
Bro, she's not lying. She explained this to the T. She explained it articulately. She explained it specifically, detailedly. I mean, come on, fam. She explained it so well, even all the way to the point of knowing that Austin was hit in the chest and fell down to the ground. And nobody helped him. Up until a man in a blue hoodie that was a staff member helped Austin. And now here comes ambulance. Here come police. Here comes help. I mean, she's explaining the whole situation. So how do we enter acting racist or acting like somebody's trying to dig up some lies? This is not a lie. This is truth. All I'm asking is, why would the court hide this? Why would a white woman lie about this? She has nothing to gain. She don't get whiter. She don't get richer. She don't get more money. She don't get more dinner. She don't get nothing. She don't have a reason to lie. Can we all agree that this woman has no reason to lie? Press 1 if we all can agree. Can we at least all agree on one thing? That she has no reason to lie. Can we agree on that? Me black, y'all white, some of y'all racist, my other people that's family, cool. But can we just press 1 if we agree that she don't gain nothing from this? I mean, come on, man. The 6'7", why are we putting 6'7"? See, that's racist. I'm just asking you to agree with me that this white woman that's seen the video and telling you her take has nothing to gain from it. Can you agree to that? See, that's what I'm saying, Gabe. See, Gage 6082 saying because it changes nothing about the facts. It changes everything, man. And you know that. And this is how racist white people sound when facts do come. They still try to find a bad place, or they still trying to find something to keep it the same narrative when they find out that it's a lie. And now you have to go back and redirect your energy, your racist energy, to somewhere else, because that's not what happened, the story that they told y'all. And I know it feels bad, but think about it. And the reason why I'm saying 6'7" is being racist, no, I'm not saying the number is half and half. Let's not be ignorant. You're too old for that. Come on. I'm saying I asked you to press 1 if we agree that this white woman has nothing to gain from telling her side of the story of a footage she's seen. This person typed 6'7". Right. So that let me know you don't want to see truth, or you ain't even trying to get some type of common ground. Because again, I'm not racist. But if I hear racist comments or if I hear ignorance, I'm going to have to call you out on it. So all I'm saying is, can we agree that this woman has nothing to gain from telling her side of what she saw? That's all I was asking. All I ask half and half is for you and your husband to press 1. That's all I ask. That's all I'm saying.
One thing you said that I noticed, that every other person that's seen the video that has been on my show said that they noticed Karmelo back up a little bit as if he was trying to remove himself or get away, but he got pulled back in. I noticed you said that too. Mm-hmm. Are you saying that from your account, when you watched the video, it did seem as though Karmelo was trying to remove himself before he got pulled back in?
That is correct, from what I had seen on the video. And kind of like I said, he could have either been escaping or it could have been a push, a punch, a shove, a grab that had knocked him back at the same time as he was trying to.
The point is, he was trying to get away. He was doing something, and a physical interaction caused him to get out and get pulled back in.
You know, I mean, it was so much movement that happened so quickly. And all I can see is the backs of these individuals. And I've always said, it was calm before they walked up. He was sitting there.
The only thing she could see is the backs of these individuals. So they all was facing Karmelo Anthony. They all was chastising Karmelo Anthony. Hunter, Austin Metcalf, Paul, and there was another kid. I don't know the other kid's name. And Eddie was just right there, probably scared as hell as well.
Minding his own business. There was not an issue, and you could tell until those individuals walked up.
From just a synopsis, and thank you, Ms. Daisy, and thank you to your husband for allowing this too. Shout out to him too. I can't leave him out. Shout out to him too. But I want to say this. As a synopsis from what you're seeing, do you think it was just enough cause for an individual to defend themselves in a way that exceeded his own fist? Do you think that it was just cause for an individual to defend themselves that exceeded in a way that was beyond like his hands?
I believe that Karmelo did what he needed to do to arrive home safely that day.
No captivity. I want you guys to pay attention. This is Miss Daisy's account. Okay, I just let her talk. Of course, I'm not gonna.
You heard what she said. You heard what she said.
Or an individual to that exceeded that was beyond hands.
I believe that Karmelo did what he needed to arrive home safely that day.
Woo! No captivity. I want you guys to pay attention. This is Miss Daisy's account. Okay, I just let her talk. Of course, I'm not gonna. I didn't even see the video, right? So I can't force her to say anything because I didn't see it at all. But I want you guys to understand. Everybody that's been paying attention to this series of shows, mostly everybody's account is pretty much the same. I said 95%. I'm gonna push it up to 98%. It might be like 2% nuance or something like that. This video exists, right? Ms. Daisy, you're not just making this up. This This is not a publicity stunt. You're not clout chasing or nothing like that, right, Miss Stacey?
Not at all. I wouldn't have taken my time out to fill the form out, to have driven all that way, gas, time, sitting there waiting in the lobby. I wouldn't have wasted all that time.
Shout out to Beetlejuice again with the $5 donation. Says, you win some, you lose some, but you live. You live to fight another day. When I was growing up, this was all the protection we needed. Willie Jones. Ha-ha! Shout out to family with the donation of the $5 in here, man. Really appreciate fam coming through like that. I really had to pause it because I wanted you to hear what she said. This white woman has no reason to lie. And the last question that she was asked was this worth it, what you did? And she says, I wouldn't have taken all of that time to fill out the form, drive all the way up to that place, register with them, sit there for a while just to be called to sign an NDA disclosure agreement, just to be able to watch an 11-minute mark video. So for those in here that are racist, lying, and just don't want to accept the reality of what's real and that this was fake and that everything was false and that Karmelo Anthony is locked up with an unfair verdict and trial, this woman is telling you what happened, what really happened, that she has no reason to lie to you about what happened, and that the facts will stand regardless of the false narrative.
For clout chasing or anything, or to lie to anybody.
She called it clout chasing. Got that from a black person. That word clout, that clout chasing, that's black people language.
Mostly everybody's account pretty much the same. I said 95%. I'm gonna push it up to 98%. It might be like 2% nuance or something like that. This video exists, right? You're not just making this up. This is not a publicity stunt. You're not clout chasing or nothing like that, right, Miss Stacey?
Not at all. I wouldn't have taken my time out to fill the form out, to have driven all that way, gas, time, sitting there waiting in the lobby. I wouldn't have wasted all that time to, for clout chasing or anything, or to lie to anybody. I have no reason to lie. I have no skin in the game. I don't know anybody. It's just me wanting to know the truth that I feel like everyone deserves.
Thank you.
Being in other forums, have you been accused of making this up before or lying?
Of course. I don't feel like people want to know the truth. And even if they were to see it with their own eyes, as some people have, some people do lie about what they have seen.
Thank you. That's racist.
How do you feel when people accuse you of lying? How do you feel? How does that make you feel?
When I know I'm telling the truth, it doesn't bother me.
Facts. Absolutely factual. Now, this is not the only woman coming out and saying, hey, those boys jumped Karmelo Anthony. This is not the only person. This is multiple people. But when black people come out and say it, we being biased. So let's give you a white woman account.
Some more white woman.
You know what I'm saying? Let's give you a white woman account of what happened and what she's seen on the video. Right. So the black coons can goddamn believe white because it's right. You know what I'm saying? Right. They saying we biased because all these black individuals that went up there and seen that video, they saying they just being biased.
Right.
But y'all let me know what y'all think. And don't forget, man, go get y'all T-shirts, Black on Black Love. And yeah, man, it's crazy. Eventually, this video will be out and we'll be seeing it, and you will see it here. Or I'm going to go fill out the FOIA request myself so I can see the video.
Yeah, because we finna find out about the video.
Okay, y'all. I have to stop in between doing my gematria to bring out points of what's really going on with Karmelo Anthony's case. We have people that call themselves was standing by him. Charleston Wright that turned on him completely. Completely, y'all. The world is turning on Charleston White right now. Yes, they should. Okay? But we also have this actor.
So what we also have is the information where you can actually go see the video. They have provided us with the information of being able to see the video with the Frisco situation, and that is the school. You'll be able to see it through the website, to be able to go to there to register, sign up, just like the white lady did, and go actually see the video. The fact that he's locked up now is going to be different because the video is going to definitely be put out a certain way, a certain platform, so you all can see it. But the biggest thing is that it's going to get put out so you all can see it. And when it does, it's put out, then I want to know what are people going to say. Then I want to know what the people are going to do. And then I want to know who's going to be locked up for unlawful use of the law. Because that's what it's going to come down to. So the fact of seeing the video is one thing, but the other fact of having to see it while due process is another. Now that the process is over, or the first process is over, just like the first fight when he tried to break out, but they pulled him back in, that's that. Now, when we talk about Karmelo's family, let me say this. Anything that Karmelo's dad and mom is doing is their business, okay? The decisions that have to be made for Karmelo to be it's hard to say exactly what they should be doing. And I'm only saying that because if his mom and dad is not doing or taking the right procedures to secure his safety, or if they're not doing the right things to secure his freedom, then yes, they need to be questioned. They need to be locked up. If they are not doing what they need to do to the fullest extent of the law for their son's freedom, then no, I don't agree with them at all. But that don't mean I don't agree with Karmelo. He's nothing but a 17-year-old that turned 19, and now he's in a situation. And it's going to take God and the prayers of the righteous for justice to be served in his corner. Karmelo don't know the twins. Karmelo don't know nobody. He don't know nobody. And like we said, Dora, the video we seen, them 4 boys, Austin and Hunter, they came in there and Karmelo was already sitting down and chilling for about 10 minutes. Austin, Hunter, 2 other guys came in. They walked towards Karmelo like they was ready to beat him up. They had a 20-second conversation with him, and all of a sudden commotion broke out and they started jumping him. Somehow, some way, Karmelo made his way out of being jumped and trying to find a way to get out of there. And he was pulled back in by one of the white boys to continue to get fought. After that, initially, I believe in that timing is when the situation happens to Austin. Karmelo sees a clear path to run. He runs away. At some point, someone sees Austin falling down to his death. So at the end of the day, Hunter never even looked for Austin, never helped him. His fat ass was running after Karmelo and couldn't catch him. So why would 21 witnesses lie? And it's so sad because everybody that sees the tape just can't understand why would Hunter lie like that boldly. He bold-faced lied. And now his brothers died. And he will be the reason why another man is facing 35 years. Another man facing 35 years at the age of 19. Diabolical work, man. Diabolical work, man. Diabolical work. As always, fam, you know what it is and what it ain't. You know what the level is, Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. with your boy Deala T. As always, family, I truly appreciate each and every one of y'all pulling up, man. Even for those that agree or for those that don't. Even for my best or for my enemies. I truly appreciate each and every one of y'all pulling up, making sure that you check in and making sure that you understand that when you subscribe to the channel to don't miss an episode and sharing this with the world. Real quick. None of the black witnesses are lying about Karmelo being jumped. This white woman that's seen the same video is telling you what she just seen. She's seen Karmelo get jumped. So again, nobody has to lie. Karmelo got jumped. The black people seen it. The white people seen it. Karmelo was jumped. And he tried to run away. And he was pulled back into the tent area and got jumped some more. And that's when Austin had to meet his death. And black witnesses about Karmelo being jumped. I don't know what black witnesses you saying he wasn't jumped. But you need to understand something. The video footage about him not being jumped, people had to go look for that and go find that out to go get that registered so they could see that. So for those witnesses saying that he didn't get jumped and they were black, I don't know what level they was on, but I'm telling you right now, half and half. The video footage that we all have witnessed and the witnesses that really seen was real, we know what really happened. So whether you agree or not, this is what really happened. That white woman has no reason to lie. That black man has no reason to lie. Those black women that seen that same tape has no reason to lie. Anybody can say what they want to say, but when you register with the school to go see the real tape, nobody has to lie. So I urge you half and half to take your hot sadiddy ass up there and go register so you can see the tape and stop talking shit, please. Because at this point, you'll start sounding dumb as fuck at this moment because you would rather go off he say, she say than actually go dig up what really happened and see what's really real about people that really sign non-disclosure agreements and really disclose time and opportunity to go see what really happened. So at this point, you just sound like somebody that's fishing and causing arguments for things that you have no case about. So when I say black witnesses about Austin's teammates, think about Austin teammates and black witnesses. You got black witnesses that was there as Austin teammates, but they're there with Hunter and Austin. So make it make sense. And you talking about you half black and half white. What are you saying? Because at this point, you sound stupid. You trying to make it seem like black people talking about a black guy? Or what are you saying? You got a lot of black people talking about a black guy. You got a lot of black coons talking about a lot of black guys. But now that we have the truth, what are you saying? It's like you got a lot of stuff you're bringing up and saying a lot of shit about nothing, but now that we have the truth, what are you saying? It's a lot of stories, but now we have the truth. What are you saying? Black people talked about Karmelo and they was wrong? Yes. White people talked about Karmelo and they was wrong? Yes. What are you saying? Damn, you steady trying to act like you steady trying to say stuff like it's a conflict of interest. Cool. All of this is a conflict of interest. We now finding out the truth. You understand that? All of it is a conflict of interest. Black teammates, black teachers, black whoever talking to whoever. It's a conflict of interest. Because now we know the truth. What you saying? As always, family, make sure you and your family always pull up 9 p.m. Making sure that you understand that we're reading in between the lines and the headline. You trying to catch me up in a lie or trying to catch me said, I just caught your ass. His black teammates testified that he wasn't jumped. Aren't going to believe them since they're the same color as you. Come on, tribalism. I caught you something. Half and half. You too old for that. You don't have to catch me up in nothing. I'm not catching you up in nothing. There's not a catch of a lie. I'm trying to simplify this for you, smart ass. I'm trying to simplify this for you and your husband. Okay? This is not a back and forth tit for tat. This is people that said what they seen, said what they wanted to say, and then we have a video that says otherwise. You get the point now? The video that says what really happened goes against any and everybody that says it didn't. You get what I'm saying, fam? So you catching me up don't do shit. All you do is make yourself look bad because we got the truth and you still arguing. You still arguing. And the truth has already been said by your cousin. Your cousin told you the truth. Your white cousin told you the truth. And you still making up some shit. So please stop claiming your black side with your black husband. Because this is a white woman that told you truth and you still are arguing the black side. And then you trying to compromise what the black people said. So please stop claiming black anything, my nigga. Please stop, because you not my nigga. My bad. Stop claiming black anything. Okay? I didn't make up nothing. I just told you the truth. Okay? All the people you said something. This white woman seen the video and she seen otherwise. So they lying and she's telling the truth and you supposed to be black and white, but you going against the truth of what the blacks keep telling you they seen. And then we get a white woman that tell you we seen it too. You understand? So this is what I mean by racism. This is your racist side because you white and black. But you want to pick, but you roll with that side and have nothing to say about the realness. And now you calling her random. That's what I mean by racist, fam. All of these people are random, dumbass. Be real. Everybody's random. But the fact is she registered, she drove, and she went to see the video that she had to sign a disclosure agreement not to tell everybody. So at the end of the day, your dumb ass is racist because you don't want to believe truth. And she went to find out the truth. And you still sitting on your couch with your black guy lying. So as always, hit that like button, double tap that screen. Tune in Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. with your boy Deala T and my fam. And this is No Filters. Y'all be safe. Lock your doors. Be careful. God bless.